Hello everyone. It's been a while since I covered the head-to-head, so I thought I will just continue today. The Romans besieged Athens after or a couple of turns after they had defeated their army, in Ardii territory. So Athenians have a couple of soldiers, and then I have the garrison versus 9 princeps and two of those Tarentine hoplites with some Polybian heavy shock, which are like the allied heavy cavalry, and he also have one Roman cavalry. He does have 4 velites, no, 2 velites as well. So quite a heavy force over here, and I got my hoplite army.
We men are a sword of divine retribution. We are the instruments of the gods, and we fight
Let's
today
show them
with
what
their
we're
blessing.
made of.
No matter
So
how
I
many.
tried to start, first off, I just start off with moving one of my light cavalry. Since this light cavalry is faster than his cavalry, and I'm hoping to weaken up his cavalry first of all. I'm fairly confident if it comes down to infantry on infantry, I will have an edge as long as we are fighting in a line. So I'm going through here, going to try to get to the flank, distract him. Hopefully, we get him to chase. You see that he moves inwards to defend himself. Now he goes for a chase because now I'm actually behind. This was a bit of a mistake by me, actually. Uh, so yeah, he's chasing this one, but I'm fast, hurling.
Riders of the double! Advance at
I
speed!
see that if I just go straight, he will just catch me. But now, like he's tiring out some of his
Riders of.
troops, and I'm setting up. The first instinct is to use your regular hoplites in the first rank, and then have militia hoplites behind to fill the gaps. But I decided to have the levy hoplites in front and the better hoplites on the flanks, because I was
For
hoping that
riders
my
at the
worst troops
double!
will weaken his best
Ride
troops, and then
forward!
I still have my better soldiers left. It leaves me vulnerable to his. I'm more worried about his velites, because they can just go behind and then damage me. But I should have saved this javelin unit.
Yes, riders at the double!
Run!
Riders!
But they did manage to. They survived longer than what they should have. They're just hurling and weakening up. It may not gotten any kills, but these guys are bloody. So
Orders
it will may
understood!
help with melee engagement with with my own heavy cavalry coming in here. So I have already
Understood!
weakened their hit points, so I will have an edge.
Advance at speed! Forward! By your riders, advance!
Come on, man, hurl faster. So the aim is to just crush his heavy infantry, of course, and hopefully he won't have ammunition left then to crush the hoplites.
Ride riders at the double!
But he managed to catch this one in the last second, unfortunately. And he
Back!
catched it,
Back!
and here
With
it routes. That's a shame. That cavalry unit could have been very good for me. So it was a mistake for me sending it out, even though it did weaken up the heavy infantry. But when you have foresight, you sort of know what to. I am scared of his velites, his princeps. I can handle. Sending up one levy hoplite first to take all the precursors of the enemy. That's something he has done many times before, just shooting away. He's using this testudo when I am using my Balearics. So obviously I should not use my Balearics against infantry. I should use them against cavalry. That is what I'm going to start to do. Oh no, my levy hoplite. What am I going to do?
By your command.
I'm just running them forward. Letting them take all the precursors as
Yes,
possible.
Commander.
Now I'm going to a phalanx.
At speed.
Time to move up.
Double time.
And why I have my better hoplites on the flanks is it's more likely the spot where he will try to get a hammer anvil. These militia hoplites would break, but my morale is not that much better,
The double.
honestly, than the levy hoplites. But it probably wouldn't have mattered if I had my better troops over here. Yeah, I should have had my better hoplites frontally, and then just the levy hoplites on the flanks, trying to prevent these velites from harassing my better hoplites flank, just taking the damage.
The double. Double time.
But yeah, now stretching out.
Advance at speed. Fire on the enemy.
Now I'm targeting this equity
At speed.
plate. This equity is not that as good as these allied equities,
At speed.
so I think that's why he doesn't really bother with saving this unit. But it has the same elite population as the allied equities has, so this still does damage to him.
Advance at speed. Double time. At speed. As you command.
Do have some excess units of hoplites that I can use, but he did not waste his javelins on this, or maybe he did. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm trying to shoot down his velites with my archers, whilst my Rhodians are attacking his cavalry. Just a fair amount of damage.
Double time.
And now he attacks. His precursors are my men.
Orders understood.
And moving up. And now it charges in. A bit of a mistake by him, but yeah. His velites could have been behind his princess and just make a gap and then go through there. But
Advance at speed.
you're not supposed to attack them. At least I have deep rank. But too bad he's not hurling at my militia. So I've damaged up this equitated unit quite well. Now 50 casualties. So that gives me an advantage when it comes to the horses.
Forward. Orders understood. Now. Take aim. For glory.
Now he's hurling at these militia, which I could have let him, but nah. Yeah, militia, the farmers with pitchfork. Sending in a militia flight here, but this unit has already formed up. That sort of demolishes this unit.
Engage. Quickly now. Orders understood.
I'm getting some harassment fire at these allied equities.
Back, back, back.
Trying to try to develop, but I have no cavalry. So I have to split up my cavalry if I'm to win, and he has more cavalry than me in total.
Advance at speed. Understood. By By your command.
As you command!
Balearics are hurling at this unit. That's quite a good damage on it. I have nothing there really, so just I'm trying to be distracted all its cavalry because they're not doing anything. As long as they're not doing anything, it doesn't really matter. And my archers should definitely help with the cavalry. But they're not. They're firing at the Velites. I'm still worried about them having ammunition. So this is quite a brutal fight, but I retreat.
As you command.
This unit. Because I decided to just be defensive over here. If possible. Because those Velites are still quite good in a melee. As long as they get in the rear and flank, they can still cause penalties to me. So I am still have to be worried about them. Oh damn it, man! Form a phalanx. Here he could have attacked this one in the rear by taking an attack over here. Then he could use the gap. Now using one of my own cavalry to break this unit.
Engage!
I will have to commit over here. I'm trying to protect the rear of my hoplites. But I can't stop all of them. And he managed to win against this cavalry. Only thing I can do is to send in this slinger units. Try to help.
Orders understood.
However, here I did break one of his equites. Maybe, yeah, it was already the weakened cavalry that I broke. So had I had the javelin cavalry now as well, it would have been much more difficult for him to flank me. So I should have saved the unit. My militia. I have like my regular hoplites behind ready to when they break. But the levy hoplites are doing well.
As you command.
They're holding their princess in place. And now I'm winning over here. With somehow. But he still has more cavalry than me. I'm trying to save my now I'm starting to having to commit my archers. But it's a bit too late for that. And I'm clicking attack orders with most of my hoplites. But I am beating out his... my cavalry is holding on. That's good news for me. It will be bloody for him. Swamp! Here I managed to break his cavalry over here. So now I have an edge. And I'm sending on one of the but now I make a mistake. Instead of sending this cavalry unit to help over here, I send it to because I'm trying to get rear hammer and anvil charges because my line is starting to break. So it's not as stable anymore. I still feel that I have an edge. But I need more cavalry over there. I should have just been content with sending the hoplite units. But now because I feel like I have cavalry support,
By your command.
I have a rally, but it did not help. But this unit is almost breaking. Then he has this full strength as well, but he still has Velites. Those Velites could have just been ran straight through my levy hoplites, and that would break them. Now he's trying to run away with his cavalry, and I decided to, I don't know. Okay, his Tarantines broke my hoplites over here. I'm pursuing, but he still has 2 units of cavalry. I managed to break one of his Tarantines quite well. So that frees up some of my hoplites. Now I'm trying to get flanking over here done.
Right out.
I'm trying to survive, but I'm not being able. I won't be able to run away.
Break off!
So I'm sort of forced, and now I'm trying to retreat this cavalry, but it's walking.
For glory.
Your brothers are dying!
As you
Bro!
Quick march! Attack their position!
Advance.
But these levy hoplites did remarkably well, considering they're facing Princess. But now they're breaking though, just as I'm getting around.
By your command.
Do I still have art ammunition? I don't think so. No, and this cavalry came back as well, so
Advance at
yeah.
speed!
He's forming a square so he lasts longer. I'm trying to get a pincer over here, this Princeps. Trying to get over here as well.
As you command!
But now it's a mess. I still have my phalanx formation, but my men are breaking.
To charge!
Now I lose my cavalry,
Down.
and since I'm a bit in a disorder, I can chase down these princes though. But I am starting to break them.
Break them for glory!
Then I can form a square and win.
To arms. Yes, commander.
Advance!
At speed.
Break the lines! Position! As you command! Take aim! Ready your weapons! At speed!
At speed.
To arms!
I'm trying to use my archers to scatter these princeps.
Double! Break the
I'm using them here to get a flanking penalty on these princeps.
We await your command.
They're exhausted also, so that leaves them with less of a defense than they would normally have. But my archers do block my other hoplites. But now I'm retreating them. Continue. But what I'm trying to do is to pin down all these princeps in a head-on fight. I got some hoplites coming back and a cavalry unit coming back, but they're not moving. And his cavalry is chasing my shattered units. So I managed to shadow this one, that's good. I'm trying to get to the Velites. Still looking rather well,
marching
or
order!
manageable so far.
Withdraw! Understood!
But this unit breaks, bring up 2 princeps, then they can be used over here. Now I see that I have cavalry coming back. Fortunately, these hoplites break to the Velites,
Cut forward!
so I have to turn these hoplites around.
Advance at speed!
I can't allow flanking penalties on my hopline. I think he does get it.
Orders understood! Cut them
They shatter.
down!
That is a very bad for me.
By your command! Understood!
Now I have to try to hold with the less. He shattered my cavalry that came back.
Yes, commander!
Did he?
Cut them
No,
down!
maybe not. Should focus on this.
Position! Cut them down!
Man at the devil. Charge.
And my archers are trying to chase down these princes. Well, this princeps is shattering. Too bad that there's another unit coming in. Swarms! Swarms! So, infantry-wise, it's relatively even. We're trying to get one final charge here and break this unit. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so one for one, but it still has one cavalry unit left, and I don't have enough to form square. These princes have taken quite a lot of damage. Trying again to flank him because now it's urgent because his cavalry is coming back. Now he's flanking with these hoplites. So I have to choose, do I want to die to the princeps or die to the hoplite? Now I'm chasing those Tarantines with my own. It forms a phalanx. But I don't form a phalanx. Okay, now I do. But it still has cost me a couple of men. Now he gets a flanking opportunity over here. If these guys don't shatter immediately. But now this hoplite is also running. Yeah, I managed to shatter that one, that's good. So these guys are stabilized. However, these guys shatter. This wavers this unit because they're flanked. And now it doesn't look very good anymore. So now I just try to get as many casualties as possible, but there's no hope now. But this was quite a good match anyway. And my Levy Hoplites did surprisingly well. For the Athenian Levy Hoplites. That was not mine. I play as Macedon, he plays as Rome. But yeah, now it's just chasing down all the routing units. But his army became very damaged. But I probably could have won had I not wasted the javelin cavalry. And definitely, maybe I should have had my regular hoplites in front and then just have my levies on the flanks. But still, it's a good battle. See the results. Yes, I bled them quite well here. Thank you for watching.